With the final program in the Hartford History Series, we are pleased to have Bill Hosley talk about Wadsworth Atheneum's first century, this Thursday at Wadsworth Atheneum at 5:45 p.m. Founded in 1842 by Daniel Wadsworth and a group of leading citizens, it was like nothing seen west of Boston up to that time, and put Hartford on the map as a center of culture and refinement. Its story is one of astonishing private sector patrons whose names grace each of the major wings: Wadsworth, Avery, Morgan, and Colt. For friends of Hartford and its museums, these are familiar stories, as is the legend of Chick Austin, its modernist director in the 1930s. But there is so much more. Until the 1960s, the Atheneum housed not only an art collection and gallery, but also the Connecticut Historical Society and the Watkinson Library and the Hartford Public Library. Until the 1930s, it also housed a robust natural history program, later spun off to become the Children's Museum in West Hartford. The role of J.P. Morgan and his son Jack Morgan and their cousin, longtime board president Francis Goodwin, more than anything else transformed the Atheneum into the art museum we know today. Dozens of fascinating donors and patrons, including Samuel P. Avery and Henry Keeney, about whom whole books could be written. Wadsworth's picture gallery was but one small but important component of it. Greatly enlarged when the Connecticut Academy of Fine Arts adopted it as the site for its legendary annual shows, involving many now iconic figures in American art. With the expansion of the facility, collections and donations poured in. A.E. Brooks was a local antiquarian collector who deserves a close study. Connecticut Historical Society had its own on-site library and museum, and a wide array of programs. Beginning around 1910, the Atheneum became one of the leading centers of ceramic study in America. In 1918, trustee George Dudley Seymour opened the world of Connecticut and American antiques, a major agenda throughout the 20th century. The tiny staff throughout the first century included a few giants. Curator Florence Berger was a skillful connector who engaged the colonial dames and others in mounting path-breaking loan shows. Curator Albert Pitkin was a ceramics scholar with expertise in what he called American folk pottery. Librarian Carolyn Hewins was a giant in the library field, a national leader and a visionary for public service and the development of children's books and libraries. Join us live or via live stream. Videos of the program will eventually appear on the Old State House and Hartford Heritage Project's websites. Hartford's treasures are a gateway to the strong sense of civic attachment that makes the world go round. Hope to see you this Thursday.